Hello, mate, and welcome to Puzzle Combat, where you match three pieces, find yourself a hero with some superpowers, and destroy the enemy. Make as many alliances as you can, and win the game. My name is Kayla. I am an elite archer with Cairo arrow powers. 410% damage to the target. The target gets 22% charge for 3 turns. The target gets 94 attacks for 3 turns. I may be tiny, but I am mighty. My sniper kills are deadly.
Alrighty, so guess who we're gonna cover this closer look video? Well, you probably already guessed it was Kayla. Alright, so she has a great special. She really does. That's a lot of damage to the target, and then you get minus 22 charge generation and minus 94 attack on the target for 3 turns. So even if she doesn't finish off the target with the 410% damage, then they're not going to charge very fast. And if they are already charged, then it's 94 attack down for 3 turns. So that does a lot. That is really decent for sure. I do like Kayla. Don't use her as much as I did, just because my roster's expanded quite a bit, and for some reason the system gives me lots of blues. So I have a few that are waiting actually for night vision goggles, a few 5 stars, so I don't use her as much as I did. However, I do still take her in on events, and whenever I need blue stacks for war, sometimes we do come across the alliances that do use red tanks. So, and there's some pretty decent reds. I don't know that the defenses are that great on all the reds, but there are decent reds, so we do see them still, and I go pretty deep into my blue roster for those wars. So to keep balance, she's a slow charging hero. If she wasn't slow charging, she would not be doing this much damage to the target. This special would not be this good. So there's the balance, so they don't nerf her. But let's talk overall hero rating. Okay, so overall she is an A minus. And that's pretty decent. I think that's consistent. She doesn't have the greatest defenses, but her health is pretty good, and she is useful across the board. So on offense, she's obviously deadly, really deadly, and hook her up with some certain weapons and she'll be even more deadly. As you heard my friend Sarah say, sniper kills are deadly. So she is decent on defense as well. I would not put her on a wing. She's not meant for a wing, being slow charging. That's just my personal preference. Some people prefer to put the slow chargers on the wing, but then they can be taken out before they even charge. They do need a little bit of tile damage to charge up faster. They're better flanks. And I do know people, as they were leveling up, they used her as tank for quite a while, which she can do. She's a decent tank as well, and then you can put some defensive weapons on her to help boost her up if you do need her for your defense. So she's a decent war machine hitter too, even for slow charging, because you can always set her off with energy drinks beforehand. Cryo arrow. I tried my hardest to get Sarah to say cryo, but she could not do it. It was so funny. Oh, I had such a hard time keeping a straight face when she did that. Oh, when she was reading her special, it was hilarious. So, anyway, let's go into the talent grid. So, sharpshooter. Yeah, I'd say she's a sharpshooter. Those cryo arrows, man, they're deadly. And that is the defensive buffs. So she can bypass a counterattack. And what does this go up to? 25 or 30? There's 10%, 15, 20, 25, and then critical chance at the end. So 25% chance to bypass a defensive buff is pretty good. And you got to think with like coyote defenses out there where that puts up defenses for everybody. That's a decent that's a decent percentage to bypass that. And then the critical chance is what, 4% down here? Right on. So if you use her on offense a lot, I know quite a few people that have put emblems on her and they do really like her. So she's, to me, she is a 4-star that is worthy of emblems. And when you need to, you could always reset her if you end up needing sharpshooter emblems for a 5-star. But she's a consistent hero and she's solid all around, and she's also solid for a lot of different uses. So this would be one that, yeah, I would probably, if I was in a different boat and didn't have so many 5-star blues, I would probably be putting emblems on her. And I would go attack and defenses. She doesn't have the greatest defenses, but this would help boost it up. So more attack, a little bit of health there. Now speed, is that going to help her? Well, she's at 38. And she would still be a slow hero. And that would, the speed would 2%, so that would probably knock, no, it wouldn't knock any tiles off, but it would put her up to 39, possibly 40, but she'd be in the same slow category. So, but there are speed weapons that would bump her up. So for her, I don't know, that would kind of be, that might even be a waste. So you may consider going defense and attack, because that's just not gonna do it. She has to get to 43 to become average, and that's only gonna bump her up, like I said, to 39 charge speed probably. So, meh, kind of a waste to do speed on her. Personally, I think. But there's lots of speed weapons, so she needs to get to 43, so she actually only needs a 5 speed weapon to get into the average category. And a lot of the blues are 6+ that have speed on them, so might be a little bit of a waste to go speed with her on the talent grid. But then here you got 14 points more for defense, so definitely something to think about if you're going to put talents on her. Okay, so let's go run down some weapons options. Now, there's some really good ones that will help her on defense. There's a speed weapon, so this will help her on offense, and that does jump her into the next bracket. So instead of 12 tiles to charge and 6 ghosted, this would drop to 11 tiles to charge, but it would still be 6 ghosted. But yeah, that would bring her up to 47, right? That's fantastic. So that's a good option. And then you got this one that's dodge, the chili suit. Dodge and resistance. This would be a great one if you need her on defense. Fantastic option. Alright, and then Draculov. Critical chance. Well, there you go. Impact the tiles. Give her Give her more damage when she's on offense. And 37% armor damage, that's not bad, but again, armor's just not quite playing a factor in the game here. Okay, so the only other one, I believe the fourth one is the one I already have in the roster here. The Sama. Alright, so critical chance and a bit of health. So that's not bad. 25% critical chance. Great one for her on offense as well. And let's run down the master weapons. Okay, so Venom. Well, there you go. That'll make her more deadly on offense if you don't have any of the 5 stars. Weapon perk for Venom. And that one is not bad on its stats either. They're fairly consistent. So a bit more attack, a bit more health. That's a good one on those stats. And then the other master weapon I do have is the Golema. So this will help for defensive wise. And now the 5 stars for the master weapons. So the convex is just like this one. Except instead of 20 armor per turn, you're getting 30 armor per turn. And then, of course, its stats would be a little bit more, being a 5 star. But, yeah, that's a great one defensively for her. And then the other one is the CTO, which is to hit through blinding or dodge. So that's not a bad one for offensive. And that's 18% chance to hit through the blinding and 28% critical chance on that one. That 5 star master weapon. So there's the blue master weapons. Some really good ones, actually. A lot of the weapons really help her. If you're going to put her on defense, this is a good one. That's a high stat for defense. And then, of course, the 20% resistance. So if this didn't have as high of a defensive stat and resistance stat, I don't think this weapon would be worth keeping. But it ends up being a really good one on defense. So that makes the Bargo worth it. And then, of course, she got 16% critical chance here. So awesome one for offense. And then I didn't keep the other one, the other 3 star, because it's the checkoff, which is just armor damage. But I did keep this one, being dodge. So everyone gets this one starting out because it's the weapon that you get in the special ops when the weapon collection one comes around. So definitely you can level a few of these and have this for your defense to start out. So that's pretty good. Alright. And what? War Machine. Oh, we got a yellow one up. I was thinking if we had a red one up, I would take her in. But, okay. Let's do a Revenge Raid or 2 with her. Oh, I only have 1. Ooh, blue tank. Okay, so let's take some greens in. And we're going to see how much damage she does. So I only took her to 7 with the special skill. But that's pretty standard for me as they end up stopping because they require too many epic skill books. So definitely go higher with her if you feel you can, and you'll add to that damage a little bit more there. Alright, and I should take a purple here. Now they would have good synergy, Umbra and Kayla. Umbra does defenses down, and then you could hit with Kayla. That would be amazing. See if I can get her charged. I didn't even pay attention to what weapon I put on her. Oh, the critical chance. I put the saws on her. The Sama. I I don't think I have any speed weapons. That kind of stinks, actually, for... Because she is one that would benefit from a speed weapon, but I don't have any blue speed weapons. Alright, let's hit this guy. So he doesn't do any damage. He's kind of wasted. Interesting. Or he did do a little bit of damage? Did he do that poison? What does he do? Oh, 200% damage to all enemies. The caster and nearby allies get 46% attack. Okay, so having him in a corner is not good. He's not meant for the wing. He's meant for a tank or a flank position. Very interesting. Okay. Alright, well, between those two hitting me, they sure did a good job at almost finishing me off, didn't they? Okay, so there's not much in the way of blue tiles here. Kind of hard to demonstrate what she can do when I can't get her charged. Alright. Well, I'll go out and find another revenge here. Or another raid. Got no more revenges. I don't get attacked nearly enough. Come on, you guys. You gotta attack me. Oh, I can collect. Daddy chickens? Oh, dandy. I read that as daddy. Oh my gosh. I don't like any of these teams. Alright, let's try this one. I should probably put another red in here, but oh well. I am stacked against Mavericks, so. Okay, so let's see what this combination does. Defense down. And now Kayla can hit. Oh, wicked! That's good synergy right there between those two. You get lost now. Oh, stop with the dodging, you dink! Haha, didn't dodge that, did ya? Good girl, Dasha. Alright, I'd like to see if I could get those two charged at the same time again. Well, there's Kayla charged. What do we got for Umbra? Eek, I don't have any tiles for Umbra. Alright, let's go this, and then we'll see if these green tiles can finish him. There we go. Alright, so let's see what defense is down again. And then sniper. Yeah, so that's Umbra's got good synergy doing that. Defense is down and anybody that's a sniper. Great combination. Have to remember that. Got him. All right. So as you can see, the slow is a bit of a drawback because she doesn't charge very much. It just takes her a long time to charge, but it is one hell of a wicked special. So she's a good, solid, all-around hero. All right, guys, we'll leave it at that, and hope you enjoy a closer look at Kayla.